Hard to believe that after all the crap I talked regarding this game, I ended up buying it. Well, let's see if it was worth it. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. After Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it seemed almost hopeless to expect another game in the series. But after what seemed to be a dead franchise, Capcom surprised everyone by announcing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't one of the many people that was glad to see the series still lives. But now that it's here, I can confidently say that this was not the game I was expecting. Well, okay, not saying that this is the worst fighting game. I mean, it's fun, but it pretty much just starts and ends there. Right off the bat, the game just starts with the title screen. Excuse me? What happened to those amazing cinematics in Marvel vs. Capcom 3? Even Ultimate had an opening that was appealing to look at. But nah, forget all that. We need to focus on the gameplay. We ain't got money and time to be spending on an opening. Who's gonna expect that? Stupid asses, am I right? Well, since we're on the topic, let's talk about the gameplay. Unlike Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Infinite takes the gameplay back to the roots of 2v2. Which is fine, like I can complain about it considering how much I like 3-on-3. But you know what, they wanted to try something new, so I can't really hate on it too much. But speaking of trying something new, many of the old characters do feel different, either having new moves or different inputs for those moves. The biggest and most puzzling change to many characters is that moves that were done using a Shoryuken motion are no longer performed in that manner. Now these moves are done doing down twice with punch. Like, what was the thought process there? I can't even say whether or not this is just a new way of performing these moves because Ryu is still able to perform his Shoryuken the exact same way. Yet every other character has to do down punch. Like, what? But aside from that, the newest gameplay mechanic is the Infinity Stones. Each stone having their own unique properties, such as the Time Stone allowing the player to teleport dash, or the Soul Stone allowing the player to absorb some of their opponent's health. And when you unleash each stone's true power in what is known as an Infinity Storm, your characters obtain crazy abilities that allow for some unique combos and mix-up potential. Now this is one mechanic that I actually like because this forces each player to decide which stone works well with their characters and the strategy they have going into each match. It will take some time getting used to, especially if you came straight out of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But thankfully, this game is quite easy to pick up considering the game has been dumbed down quite a bit. Now besides the gameplay, the other major change or addition to the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise is story mode. Now I appreciate Capcom providing fighting game players that enjoy single player content the chance to play a story with all these characters interacting with each other. However, the story, for lack of a better term, is just bad. And it's not even like corny bad, it's just bad. This game tries to tell a story by connecting multiple events one after another. It goes from one scene, some fighting there, to another scene, some talking there, back to a scene, something that nobody cares about over there. And each of these don't even bother to tell any reason why these characters are there in the first place. They just say, don't ask questions. Nobody cares about why they're there, you're supposed to care about what they're doing. And that's pretty much the entire story. Not only do they try to connect all these scenes with terrible transitions, but they try to get you to even care about what's going on. But surprise, it fails horribly. And it doesn't help that the voice acting in this game is garbage. Like in terms of quality, why do so many of the characters sound dead and lifeless? And don't even get me started on the graphics for the environment and the characters, because you know what? Let's stop beating around the bush. The game looks like complete ass. Like the biggest and obvious change is the art style. We go from this beautiful 2D comic book art style to 3D. And good lord, it did not transition well. Now thankfully, Capcom are aware of the complaints and even made adjustments to a few characters like Chris and Chun-Li, but there's still so much work to be done. Like Morgan, you know you done fucked it up when you make a succubus look like she's on that crack cocaine. Like how do you fuck that up so badly? Morgan is supposed to be hot and sexy, and yet she looks like this. But not only do we have terrible 3D models, but the UI in this game is disgusting. Like every time I was playing, I had to remind myself that this is not a mobile game. This is not a flash game. This is not a fan-made game. I mean, just look at these menus. No life to them. The main menus are just PNGs on a background and it never changes. Well, okay, I guess you could change the background and the characters by going to your fighter profile. Great, I guess, that's cool. But that's just one of the 5 backgrounds that you will always see. Thankfully, the online is playable. Let's just move on to online because I'm tired of talking about just the way this game looks. The matches that I did have, they played pretty smoothly. Maybe there was a moment that there was a slight input delay, but for the most part, my online experience played fantastic. One feature that I actually like is the ability to do rematches in player and ranked matches. A welcome addition, however, there are limits to the amount of rematches you can request. This is probably in place to prevent boosting in rank. Graphics aside, visuals aside, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is okay. Like, surprisingly, it is fun. Now, it's not going to completely blow you away with innovative mechanics, but it's a great time. Like, I enjoyed myself. I can definitely see myself getting some friends over and having a blast. But considering everything regarding this game, I just can't full-heartedly tell anyone that they need to pick this game up. Capcom, you done fucked it up. This could have been so much easier if you just continued with what made Marvel vs. Capcom 3 beautiful, but you wanted to try something new and, well, here we are. Graphics look completely unprofessional, story is lackluster, voice acting sounds mediocre at best. Just an overall disappointment. So I would say that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is probably just worth borrowing from a friend. That is probably the nicest I can be in terms of a score. And believe me, I didn't even go into how pathetic the roster is. And I understand not being able to add X-Men characters because of copyrights, but no Beautiful Joe? No Wesker? No Phoenix Wright? I can't. I'm not even going to talk about that. That's why I didn't even mention it in the main part of the review, because if I did, the score will be even lower. So there's my review, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Smash that like button. Also leave a comment down below. Let me know, are you planning on picking up Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? If so, or if you have, please let me know what you think of the game. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out tremendously. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will catch you all later. Peace.